Welcome to Onivia, League of Legends highlights. These are the best highlights from today's LCK matchup.
Have so much prio here in mid, they're going to try to get some vision and set up for Grubs in 10 seconds. And with the back timings of the bottom lane, you know that they're not going to be able to do Dragon. So a bit of a scuffle being set up here for Bro.
Yeah, Raptor moving on in though. This control ward goes down, spots them out, will be destroyed immediately, but did get a fair bit of value there, as we can see, is now good knock-up going to connect, and there's the grand entrance as well. The smallest rocket jump in the history of rocket jumps from Fate, but it is actually going to work out here as now Closer could be in trouble. There's the flash twisted advance. He's punched back as well. The exhaust decent onto Closer at the same time as Raptor. He did not want to go there as he tries to get out, and he manages. Okay, I think he's still very dead, but still, okay, there's the auto attack, and Fate gonna pick up first blood.
And unfortunately for BNK, it was kind of... There's a lot of attention to this Dragon, but it is taken very late.
Yeah.
Here by BNK, but Bro ultimately had to give it up, even though Fate was taking some favorable health trades. They just felt like without that Ox would be all giddy and stuff. But
yeah. Ox can do the sit there and feel uncomfortable thing where you're not allowed to sing your own birthday song. As we've got some Grubs going down. First one going to be cleared here by BNK as Fate's teleported in. There's a Glacial Prison onto Polo. Gets the Unbreakable Will out, but it's not exactly the priority target that you really want to be engaging on. Still, that is going to be another couple of Grubs going over to BNK. That is 5-1 in the Grub count. And look at this, they're already getting to work.
He preset the value as here comes a clear flank.
Oh dear, okay, Envy does have the Featherstorm available as, just gets that cooldown out. Trades for his own.
Could have tried to set that up with his basic abilities and then maybe get something out of it, but either way, it will stop the plates from going down.
Yep, and Closer knows that there are a whole lot of people heading towards... okay, and there's a Nature's Grasp as well. As the Equalizer comes down, Closer not really going to be able to do much about this, but still able to trade back very nicely. Morgan actually picking up the turret aggro as well is not what you want, and now that Permafrost is stacking up. The grand entrance with the quickness is going to guarantee the kill, so a 2-for-1 trade. Closer probably saying what?
Yeah, I mean, they didn't have, unfortunately, proper setup.
His name was Christmas Trees, and that skin always reminds me of him.
Oh,
so there you go.
Sentimental Atlas.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a harkening back to 2015, so it's not necessarily recent. Okay.
So this is a good setup here for this Rift Herald for Bro, and they do have the Maokai ult this time around. Fate does not have teleport, nor does Closer, so the mid laner is not going to be involved in this fight. Pretty negligible poke here for Henna as well. I think BNK should reconsider. They need a flash engage from clear. Otherwise, I just don't see this going their way. He's got the angle. He's hidden. Yeah,
we'll see whether this Slicing Maelstrom can actually work. The Nature's Grasp comes in and clear. He's rushing into that back line, looking for the angle. There goes Polo as Duro trying to find the quickness onto as many members as possible. Equalizer is decent, but there's the knock-up onto Envy. Another very defensive Featherstorm has to be used, but this time will keep him alive successfully. And the Bros, they have to give up some map control, but they are able to secure the Rift Herald, and did kind of just go well outside of losing this trade.
The problem is that they take so much damage from the fight that the Dragon, as you say, is going to go over to BNK, but they were able to secure the Rift Herald, and that's going to be pretty good news because that mid turret is sitting on probably about exactly 3 health and will be going down very soon.
Yeah.
But they secure the Herald, so maybe they can get some additional control of the map with it.
Okay, so it's okay, 1, 2, 3.
Wait, hold on, we have a dive.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Then after the dive.
And no one's actually here. We're not ready. It's dive time as Clear is going to get Slicing Maelstrom off. And Polo going to be able to tank this one up successfully. So that is Barbecued Pikachu in the top lane. Very nicely done here by the Bros. They will sack their bottom outer turret for it. And it's also first turret blood going over to BNK. So it's not the greatest of trades. But now...
And a 1, and a 2, and a 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ox. Happy birthday to you. Envy! Envy is going to flash away. That was a great celebration. Beautifully done.
Envy was the fireworks.
And I didn't realize that Ox was also eating his birthday cake without us, Wolf.
Not that great, but this is that Herald I was talking about. Let's see if they can grab the turret. I mean, they are better grouped for this. I think they should be able to secure this. It's pretty huge.
Yeah, Dura actually not able to make the rotation over, as we could see. Youngjae just...
I think that this is much more optimistic than it was in game 1.
Well, Fate, I'm not sure about him, as he is going to pick up a prison, take it with him, and he is really dead. Henna with his killer instinct is really absolutely named correctly this time around. He's actually been very aggressive this game. Going to be his second kill of this one as well, as Nature's Grasp going to come through, but feels a little bit more defensive rather than anything else, and I don't think it's going to work out that way either, as Envy's going to turn up. Still a fair bit of damage onto Raptor, but he gets himself out of there.
No one can stop the teleport of Closer, so he's going to go and catch that bottom wave, because that was the one angle, you know. Okay, we hold him in place.
Oh, dear. Okay, there's another Slicing Maelstrom that's going to trade once again. And Clear is pretty good at just getting as many Feather Storms as he likes.
Yeah, so they end up not getting that bottom turret, which was the one win that Bro could have gotten, as Duro is Rakan, so we'll just not care. So otherwise, a great play here from the side of BNK.
Yeah, there you go.
Envy's going to defend this turret still, by the way, as this is a very rocky setup for the side of Bro. Fate is coming over, not going to commit teleport here. Instantly pings going down in the top lane, as BNK know that he will be here shortly. Clear does not have TP. His ultimate is coming back up. He's looking for the long con flank here. They have a ward in the brush, so pretty confident that he's not going to be seen here. This should be respected by Bro, though.
Yeah, Morgan moving in. There's the engage. It's onto a Sejuani, so it's not exactly the greatest. And, oh, somehow Morgan gets caught by the Glacial Prison. Still, the answering Nature's Grasp is very, very strong. The Acathian Rain not doing too much here to Polo, but that is some big buttons now on cooldown, as the Drake has been started up. Henna, full health, does have Killer Instinct up and available. Duro by his side as well. That Gleaming Quill keeping him healthy. He does continue to land those, as in goes Closer, finds a bit of an engage on Depolu, not exactly the priority target once again, as there's the quickness into the backline. The engage is so good, Closer just gets rid of the Tristana and the Slicing Maelstrom to answer as well. And Bro just find themselves with grey screens, no option at all. Raptor's going to be surviving. And there's Clear to finish off the last kill with a lightning rush of all things. That's a clean ace.
Clean ace here, relatively early in the game, and down goes the turret.
Oh, the stiff breeze.
Kill the whole
now
team.
5,000 gold lead. We have, like, Chemtech Soul Point. I mean, you mentioned already, Chemtech Soul not exactly the most valuable, but getting 4 dragons is always pretty good, as Duro is going to get engaged on, thrown around like a ragdoll, but he's Rakan, so he's going to be fine. Nature's Grasp not really doing too much. Battle Dance for Duro to make sure that he gets out of there. Youngjae not so lucky. And BNK now managing to get a kill onto, like you mentioned, the one that's in charge of Peel. And so I think they should be able to break open the base very comfortably already. Closer's getting to work on it. He dives in on top of Fate. He's gonna have to rebind here. I think he gets himself out of there.
He took the laning phase personally.
Yeah.
But,
and now he has a 2-level advantage. Look at this.
Careful who you bully in the laning phase. They might, come back to get you later. Fate has done the most damage in the game, but everyone else is not doing damage on the side of Bro. And I mentioned Envy's damage number probably going to be low in a composition like this, and it ends up being the case. Unfortunately, also, Youngjae just looks so uncomfortable on this Maokai pick. You know, he's dropping his Nature's Grass at weird angles. In that last fight, tried to peel. Not a meme, it's not a joke that we say they found their identity. They've always kind of known that they're good at this, right? But it didn't suit the meta for a long time, but they've just kind of figured out that they can still win with this, especially against some of our weaker teams like Bro. Bro's next matchup, you mentioned,
like BRION, some of our weaker teams like Bro and KT and T1. They just managed to take down.
It's still accurate at the moment.
Yeah, right?
But like, Bro's next matchup's DRX, right? You mentioned their future and their ability to bounce back. That's good, and that is some...
And just team fighting way better than you.
Yeah.
And that's where Bro really struggles, finding the coordination in these team fights, finding the decisiveness, and BNK's problem is they have too much decisiveness. We're going to see some of it right here as into the backline goes Closer, tries to find his opportunity, but it's Clear that just slices them up. No opportunity to do anything at all for Envy, and now Morgan is just right in the middle of the furnace. It's ironic because he's Rumble, but he's still going to get chopped down. Fate also in trouble, as Duro is just going to find him. Yeah, there's an explosive charge on top of the Rakan, but he's going to be fine. And that is yet another one-team fight for BNK. This is going to be the last one of the game because the series is now over.
The series is definitely done. That's going to be the end point here, as it is just a complete and utter domination here by BNK. The win streak is real. This team is back, and they're looking to move to the west side. Make it a more permanent location for them, as what...
These were the best highlights from today's LCK matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say,
Okay.
see you on the next one.